Alright guys, I'm just getting ready to start dinner here. I have my chicken that I cleaned and trimmed, and I'm gonna flatten now. I just have a Ziploc bag here. I'm gonna put a piece in, try to squeeze most of the air out, close it, and bang it with my can of beans. I'm going to do that to all of them till they're nice and flat. There's my chicken all pounded out, and over here I have a bowl with 1 egg and some minced garlic in it, and I just whisk that all together. And on this plate I'm going to put some breadcrumbs. Let's see if I can get you, there we go. I'm just going to put some Italian breadcrumbs. So, because I want every piece of chicken to have pretty much the same seasoning on it, what I'm going to do, grab some gloves first. So what I do is add my seasoning to the top of the breadcrumbs that I just put down on the plate. If I could get these gloves on. Alright. So here's my garlic powder. I'm just going to sprinkle that right across my breadcrumbs. Just once. My onion powder. Some parsley, pepper. Actually, we don't like a lot of it, so not as much as the other things. And a little bit of salt. So now I'll take my first piece of chicken and make sure you guys can see this. Uh-oh, I did something. Hello? Okay. Take my first piece of chicken and I'm going to lay it right on top of the breadcrumbs. Then I'm just going to push down on it. And I'm going to take my seasoning, do the same thing on this side of the chicken. So there's my onion, garlic, parsley, pepper, and salt. I'm going to take my breadcrumbs. Ha! Ah, damn it. Nice melt. Sorry, guys. You know, it would have been nice if one of you reminded me to dip it in the egg first. How in the world did I forget that? You know why? I'll tell you why. Because Milo keeps barking at the neighbor while I'm doing a video, so it's distracting me because I'm trying to get him not to bark, so you guys can hear me. That's how I forgot the egg. So, you want to dip it in the egg before you do any of this. Let's see if we can save it. I'm just going to kind of smush the seasoning into my piece of chicken here. I mean, you know, really if your chicken's just wet enough, then you're fine. You don't even need the egg. But I put the minced garlic in the egg and I like to use it. But maybe I'll just let this one go instead of making a big fuss about it. Alright, back to the chicken here. So I just flipped it over and did the same thing, pushed it into the breadcrumbs. And that's it. I have both sides coated pretty nice. And if you didn't get your edges, you just take your breadcrumbs and push it up along the edge. That's all. Whatever, you know, whatever parts you see that you want some more breadcrumb, just go ahead and add it right on. I can't believe I did that. All right. So there is our first piece of chicken. Doesn't that look good? See all the parsley on it? Yummy. All right, I'm gonna finish these up. All right, our next piece of chicken. I'm gonna do the same thing with the spices on top of the breadcrumbs. I'll probably add more breadcrumbs. But then you're just gonna take your piece of chicken and it goes in the egg mixture first with the garlic. See all the pretty garlic? See, now that piece is gonna miss out on that. Oh well. And then you take it and dip it into your breadcrumbs, which I'm gonna add some more seasoning first. So here's my frying pan, and I have about half a stick of butter in it. Yeah, a little bit more than half a stick actually, because that's what we're gonna fry the chicken in, is the butter. So I'm gonna get that melted. And I need to get some water boiling for the spaghetti. While I'm getting the water hot, I'm gonna cut up these lemons and see what I can get for juice out of them. Roll it on the counter, and it's supposed to give you, make it easier to get the juice out, so it seems to work. This is a big one too. Let me see what I can get for juice out of these. And then I'm going to save a couple of slices just to garnish the chicken when it's done. And one of the other ingredients in chicken piccata is capers. But we don't like them, so I don't use them. But I'll tell you guys when to add them, because a lot of people do like them. I don't mind them. I just, nobody else really likes them, so I just keep them out. And actually, I don't think I'm going to need as much lemon juice, because one of the cooking wines I'm using has lemon in it. I don't want to overdo it. Look at how much lemon juice that one lemon gave me. This lemon was huge. A ton of juice in it too. I love the way lemon smells. We got a nice little puddle of butter going on here. He never said this recipe was healthy. Could be worse though. Just saying. It's more of a, it's more of like you let the chicken simmer in the wine sauce. So I don't want to use oil because I don't really want to fry it. I just want to brown it a little bit. And then I'll add the wine and let that cook. Alright, that's looking good. We have little bubbles. See the little bubbles? Let me add a piece of chicken to it. I'm actually going to turn the heat up a little bit, because once you add, you know, more and more meat to the pan, or whatever you're adding to the pan, the temperature goes down. So I don't want them to get soggy. I want them to have a nice crust on them. So now I have it on medium. There we go. I got them all squeezed in there. Yeah, maybe that's better. I fit all 3 pieces in there. And I'm probably just going to let them cook on each side for maybe 4 minutes. I just want a brown crust on them. And then they're going to finish cooking in the wine. Well, they're going to simmer and finish cooking. I just added a little bit of salt to my water. I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of olive oil. Our water's boiling, so I'm going to add the spaghetti. And our chicken is just about done browning. So I'll show you what I do with it. Just take a cookie drying rack, or cookie cooling rack, and it's alright if you don't have these. You can use whatever you have. Something with, slots in it would be fine, but if you don't have that, you don't have to do this. It's okay. And I put paper towels underneath it, and then take my chicken, and I lay it right on there. That's going to get some of my grease out. But like I said, if you don't have that, you just put it on a paper plate with paper towels. I would just let it cool off a little bit first, because you might lose some of your breading if it's still warm and you stick it on the paper towels. Alright. So I got my chicken out. Now I'm going to turn the heat up to high. I'm going to add my lemon juice. And this is the cooking wine that I use. Holland House. White cooking wine with lemon. I'm going to put probably about half a cup. We'll start with that. And then I have this little bottle of Chardonnay. I'm going to add about half of this bottle. That should be good. There's our spaghetti going. We're just going to let this boil away for a little while. Now once it's boiled for a little while, I'm going to add the chicken back in and turn the heat down and just let it simmer. And I really don't know how long you let it simmer until it's no longer pink. I'm not sure how long it is. No, it doesn't take that long. I should start keeping track of this stuff so I can put it in here for you guys. I'm going to let that go for a little bit. I'm going to add some garlic. And I can already tell the sauce isn't going to be enough. So I'm going to add the rest of this bottle. This is just about ready to add our chicken back in. The only thing I did to it was added a little bit of pepper and 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, don't worry about the garlic I know a lot of times people say, you know, don't burn the garlic because it will taste bitter. But because of all the liquid we have in here, the garlic is not going to burn. Alright, that looks good. It's like, how can I explain it? You almost know when it's ready to add the chicken because the sauce, in the beginning the sauce will have a real strong wine smell, but after it's cooked for a little while, that starts to become less, the strong smell. So that's usually when I know it's good to go. So now I'm going to turn it down to almost all the way down to low. And I'm just going to add my chicken back in. See how pretty that is? Pretty, pretty, pretty. So there we go. There's my chicken. And now I'm just going to slice up some lemons. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I had to answer the phone. That was Dave. 7:15, and he's calling and telling me he's going to be late. You think? They've been so busy at work, and you know, as much as I love to see him, I'm glad they've been this busy because it seems to ease his mind. I think he worries when work's not that busy. So, back to our dinner that nobody is here to eat. I'm just going to feed it to you guys. I am cooking for you guys. Well, I always cook for you guys, but you're going to eat it. You're going to eat it and you're going to like it. Alright, so I'm going to slice up a couple pieces of lemon. Oh, and I should tell you too, this is when you would add your capers. Chicken piccata usually has, it's usually a lemon wine sauce, and it has capers in it. So this is when I would add them. And next I'm going to add the lemon slices. And you're just going to lay those right on top of every piece. And that is it. And since everybody is so late, I'm actually going to turn it off, cover it, and let it finish cooking. I am in some serious need of new pans. You know, I was thinking something, actually. Here's my spaghetti. And I'm actually going to rinse it off with hot water because I don't want it all sticky. But you don't have to do that. Actually, most of the time I don't. But since it's not getting served right away, it has a better chance of being really sticky. And I don't actually have a lot of extra sauce to put in it while it waits for, you know, while it's waiting to be served. So, now I was actually thinking, everything I just showed you, that's it. That's the end of the chicken piccata recipe. You just take it and you serve it over whatever kind of pasta you want. For some reason, it's absolutely delicious over homemade pasta. But we didn't get to that today. So, I was thinking though, trying something different. Don't tell Dave that we're going to try something different because he'll have a fit. But I have some, let me see. Whew, you know what? It's getting hot in here. Hang on, guys. Alright, air conditioner on. I actually have some mascarpone cheese. So I was thinking that I would add some of that to the spaghetti. I'm going to take this and just go right down the middle and just put half of it into my spaghetti and mix it up. There's dinner. I gotta tell you guys, I did a taste test And it is fine with me that nobody else is home. No, I'm just kidding. This is Dave's plate. Doesn't that look good? I hope you guys try this one because it's really good. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.